Hey, everybody. It is Fake Fireside Chats with Tracy. Today, on our Fake Fireside Chats with Tracy, we are actually going to answer a question. Yay! Actually, maybe I should bring the question up. Let's see if I can find it. So this is actually a question sent in to me by one of my amazing clients, Sheila. And Sheila has a adorable little dog, Pearl, and Sheila has been coming out for anything she can get her hands on, actually, which has been fantastic because she knows the importance of getting your dog out and all these different experiences and how it will shape the dog that she will have eventually. So she comes out for, she's been out to all of our puppy socials. She came out for a pack walk workshop. She's been here for one of our group socials. So she really tries to expose Pearl to lots of different scenarios and situations, which has been fantastic. So Sheila's question was, hi Tracy. Hi. If I remember correctly, you have a no dog toy policy in your home. I'm wondering the reasons for this. Pearl is driving me crazy with a particular squeaky ball that she loves, and I've had to lift the chair half a dozen times in the past half hour so she can get her ball out from under there. Finally got fed up and put the ball away. Perhaps you could speak to this no toy policy in one of your fake fireside chats. Thanks, Sheila. Why, yes, I can. All right, so Sheila and Pearl. I do, in fact, have a no dog toy policy in my house. Oh, you wanted to know more than that. Thought you were just asking if it was true. No, I do. That is actually true. I do have a no dog toy policy in my house. And as a matter of fact, I have a no playing in the house policy as well. Now, there's a bit of a difference, obviously, from Pearl to, say, Nigel. You know, I do tend to have larger dogs than Pearl. However, I often will recommend people think about this as a policy for their own home. Now, here is the thing. Here is the reason why I do it. The reason why is because I like to set my dogs up in what I call lifestyle strategies as opposed to necessarily obedience. That being said, it's easy for me to do that here because I live at a canine facility. So there is no shortage of things for dogs to do here. It's a farm. They get to run around. There's horses, goats, and everything else. And I'm not saying everyone has to run out and get a farm. But for me here, we definitely section out our lives into 4 different categories. So for example, our dogs know that when they are off leash, completely naked, because my dogs don't wear collars as well because of all the playing that they do, we take all their collars off. So when they are naked and they are in the play yard, that is playtime. There you can run and jump and play and bite and chew and all that sort of stuff. All that good stuff goes on in the play yard. When we put their training collars on and attach a leash to it, that is their work time. They are now working, which is why you will find that my dogs have almost a very serious demeanor when they're working, especially the Noofs. They're very serious and they walk because they know it's their job. So they take that very seriously. Our walk is not set out as, wander over here and sniff and wander over here and have a pee over there. We don't do that on the walk. The walk is work. Now, if we're going for an adventure walk, we will have designated parts of that walk where we will let them, kind of wander off a little bit, but we'll say okay or break or something to that extent that lets them know that we're not quite as formal right now. And a sidebar of that, my Noofs also have what's called an at-liberty relationship with me, which is where their collars are on but their leashes are off, which means that they can wander around. They're not working and not have to be beside me, but they're still mentally connected to me. And I'll talk about at liberty work at some other time. So work time, play time, then we have rest time, which is either when they're in their suites here in the facility or in my home. And now rest time and quiet time is very, very particular. All of my dogs, not all of my dogs live in the house with me at any given moment. We have 2 dogs right now that are always in the house. One is Mariah and the other is Jake. Jake is retired because he's 15 and he's blind and he's deaf, so he's always in the house. And Mariah is, well, Mariah, so you know. But we do quite often rotate the other dogs in the house. Any dog coming into my house knows the moment they cross that threshold that it is no longer, there's no more playing, and there won't be any toys or any wrestling or goofing off in the house, because that is a quiet zone. So in their suites, quiet. When we turn off the lights, this facility is quiet. We make that very, very clear. And then our last of our four sections that we have in their life is feeding time. So feeding time, a little bit more excited because everybody loves a good meal, but we do have to have that still semi-quasi organized. We can't have dogs fighting. So we do have groups of dogs that eat together. Everybody has to eat, no fighting, that sort of thing. So very, very simple life for these dogs. Work, play, sleep, eat. That's it. No confusion. It's not on this day. On Saturdays when we get to sleep in, you can play in the house, but not on Monday mornings when I'm busy and I got to go to work. It's not Tuesday is okay to play in the house, but Wednesday I've got a conference call, so you need to shut up. Like, we don't confuse our dogs in any way whatsoever. It is very black and white, very simple. You step into my home, you go and lie down and you play. Now, this rule applies to all of the dogs, no matter what the age. The only exception is when we are raising a litter of puppies, and we will quite often give them toys in the whelping box and whatnot for that whole socialization experience, chewing things, their teething, their mouthing, the feel of different things. But that is more about their development as opposed to anything else. So there you go. That is the answer to the question. Yes, I have a no toy rule in my house. And as a matter of fact, we don't have a lot of toys per se for our dogs because we fulfill them in what I would say is a more dog-like natural way. We do have some of the suites will have bones for the dogs that really like to chew. But other than that, like, I don't do squeaky toys. There's no squeaky toys here. You can't have squeaky toys in packs of dogs because that just makes things crazy. At least it has been in my experience. But I don't find that the dogs necessarily need that. They are really quite fulfilled in a different sort of way. So what does that mean for someone who doesn't, say, have a dog facility and 19 dogs and other people's dogs that come all the time to provide play and stimulation? What does that mean for you? I don't know. Go on out and get yourself another 18 dogs in a facility. No, I don't recommend that. It's not for everybody. But what does that mean for you? Let's say if you only have one dog or maybe a couple of dogs. I personally would still create a section out your life so that it is very clear for the dog. If you have a backyard, I would say keep all your toys and playthings out there. And when you go outside, you get down, you play with the dog, you can play tug, you can play fetch, you can do all that stuff, but the toys and everything stay outside. And then the moment that that dog crosses that threshold into your house, your demeanor changes. This is now calm, quiet time. You now go and lie down. As long as you're fulfilling sort of all the components of your dog's life, then you have no problem telling your dog, you know what, you don't need to be a crazy hat in my house. Who needs that? I know for me personally, my house is very small. I have 3 children. They're crazy enough, thank you very much. I don't need a number of dogs running around chasing toys. Now again, that is me personally. If you like that, if you like to have playtime in your house and you want to do that with your dog, by all means, I'm not telling you not to. All I am saying, though, is if that is the case, it should be a command that you give them that says it's playtime, and you should be able to start it and you should be able to shut it down. Your dog should not be running around demanding you to play with them. Coming up to you and squeaking toys in your face so that you throw them is demanding, and I do not, oh, you do not do that. I don't put up with that. There's none of that. right? It's on my terms, my game, my terms, my rules, or no game. That's how that works. So there you go. I hope that answers your question, Sheila. I hope to see you soon. We're going to be getting, spring at some point in time. And we're hoping to get out for more pack walks, have some more group socials. So I'm sure I'll see you then, because you're always such a supporter here at Beyond Obedience. And that's why we love you. We miss you. We love Pearl. If anyone else has any questions that they would like me to go over during fake fireside chats with Tracy, feel free to PM me or send me a message, and I will try to cover them on another episode. So, happy Monday, everybody. I hope you are all doing well. I do have another fake fireside chat. It's not necessarily dog related, but I will do a teaser video for this page as well. But you can check out more of that fake fireside chat on my other page, My Life is a Humorous Speech. Ooh, are you intrigued? Tracy's got another page? What? Yes, I do, people. Yes, I do. It's a little in-depth insight into Tracy's life. You know you want to know. You know you want to know. Anyway, I hope you're all having a great day, and we will talk to you all later. Cheers. Extreme close-up. Bam.